Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Curious Corduroy here, and again I have Impulse Paradox
Hi.
again. Say hi again.
Hi.
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 Hi. Mine. And this is, of course, Black Ops you are seeing.
Hi.
I believe it was Team Deathmatch. You were playing in this match as well. We were lagging really bad, though. 'Cause for some strange reason, I think I stayed in the game. Uh, I think you stayed in the game, too.
Maybe.
But, like, the final score is me, like, 23-6, which is awesome for me, but it's not really that good of a score for you. What are you doing? You're making ridiculous faces right now.
Alright, I'm
What
sorry.
is your problem?
I have no idea. No idea!
Well, I was playing the Black Ops, and I was lagging really bad. Okay, well, I guess the first thing we're going to talk about is
PS3.
last week, the PlayStation 3, or a couple weeks ago, PlayStation 3 got hacked.
It's been hacked for like a
but
year,
this was like
now it's
like one of the biggest hacks
it's
to come
basically
out.
available to everybody who wants to do it.
It was GeoHots or
Yes.
GeoHot.
GeoHot is the guy's.
Who-
It's basically his code name, I guess.
And
His
if
real
you-
name is George.
And if you don't know, this guy's been hacking a lot of devices. He hacked the iPhone when it first came out, so that way you could use
very,
them.
very smart.
Did he hack the iPad? He did, didn't he?
I have no idea.
He's hacked a ton of devices, and he turned his attention to the PlayStation 3.
It didn't take him very long either.
So basically, what he's doing now is his hack allows you to run homebrew applications, which also led to pirating video games. You know a little bit more about the situation than I do.
Actually, George Hotz was the guy. He released, I guess you can call it the source code of the firmware of the PlayStation. And another guy, I don't know his real name, his clan tag. His
Oh.
code name is like Fail Overflow,
Yeah.
and he's basically the one who's released the backup managers where you can put in the game and back it up to your hard drive. It doesn't actually work that way yet, but we're very close to it. You can have Super Nintendo and arcade and Sega Genesis and Game Boy emulators on there.
And the funny thing about it is GeoHot himself is actually against piracy.
Yeah, and he's getting sued for it. He's completely against privacy.
He's against piracy.
Piracy.
Technically,
And,
he's innocent. I mean, he just released a homebrew application and some source code, but he didn't actually pirate anything.
Right, and he wasn't accepting any donations, so it's not like he
And I
made
knifed
money.
that guy who was laying
I
down
saw
there.
the blood fly all over my face. And he's not accepting donations, and he wasn't then. But he's still getting sued. And technically, he's not really doing anything wrong, so I doubt Sony gets anything.
And I failed really hard right there. I've never experimented with any like system hacks or PlayStation hacks. The farthest I've ever gone was a Game Shark for my PlayStation.
I have Swap Magic for my PlayStation. My original Xbox is soft modded. My Xbox has extreme firmware, and now I have GeoHot custom firmware on my PlayStation.
I think like the only thing I ever did was with the PSP and just did like Super Nintendo emulators and ROMs. That was all I did. But then I updated it and I wasn't able to go back to like the first version that was necessary to do the hacks in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really even a hack. It was just an emulator you put on your PlayStation portable.
That was only for I wouldn't even be able to remember like the first firmware that came out for it. It was like 3.25.
Yeah.
The very first firmware you could have basically any homebrew on it, but after that you couldn't. But if you do, I think it's called the battery swap. It's really easy. You could do it in a couple minutes and have your new PS3 hacked in no time.
Well, I guess it's safe to say that GeoHot probably is going to win whatever court case he's involved with then.
Probably, most likely, because Sony doesn't really have a case.
Pretty much. The next thing I guess we're going to talk about is Attack of the Show, which I can no longer watch because I am one of the DirecTV
You're
victims.
not missing anything.
But I really like Attack of the Show. I mean, like I know you could care less about it, but like I watched it religiously every day, except for Fridays because those were reruns. And they just replayed old stuff. But new year, new co-host, as they were saying, new set.
The set looks pretty nice.
I like the set. Some people say it looks too busy and there's too much going on. I think it looks just right. It does look a tad bit small because it's boxed in, but I think it looks pretty awesome. And they got a new co-host who is Candace Bailey, and you
I
actually
don't know who that is.
yeah, you didn't know who she was, but like I said, I watched every day last year, and Olivia was on probably like
I can't stand Olivia Munn. I hate her.
4 or 5 times the whole year, if that. And the last time she was actually on Attack of the Show was to promote her book. And then
Why did she have a book?
After that, she was gone.
Who cares about her biography?
And basically, that whole year, they had what people were calling a revolving door, or a revolving host door, where like every day you'd have a different host, like Allison Hayslip, which I really like. Why are you making a face? What is wrong with you? It's like you're possessed right now. But like Allison Hayslip, I like Allison Hayslip. I think she's really good looking and funny, and I'm kind of surprised she's not the co-host. You know.
I hate G4 like in general, but Blair Herter makes me want to kill myself.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. But essentially, they had all these co-hosts come in. Candice Bailey was one. Allison Hayslip, Jessica Chobot from IGN, who is hot.
I like how everybody calls her hot. I don't find her
I
attractive.
think she's very attractive. I think it's a couple of things: the fact that she's good looking, the fact that she actually does like to play games.
See, I don't even think she's good looking, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's just you.
That's just me.
There was a ton of people that came in and co-hosted, but Candice Bailey was announced as the co-host, I believe, last year before they went on like Christmas break. And I like her. I think she's enjoyable and
I
fun
thought
to
you were gonna
watch.
say adorable.
I was gonna say adorable, and then I decided to say enjoyable.
That dress he had on for the premiere of the new set was definitely adorable.
I think Candice is adorable. She's fun to watch. A lot of people are hating on her for no freaking reason. They're like, we want Olivia back. And you're like, you can't replace Olivia.
I don't know why anybody would want Olivia
But
Munn.
what the thing is, they don't understand is that they weren't looking for somebody to replace Olivia. They were looking for somebody to join Kevin on a new version of Attack of the Show. You weren't looking for a replacement for the Kevin and Olivia show.
They replaced Olivia Munn.
Yeah, she basically left. I mean, she didn't. The times that she was on there last year, she looked like she was bored. And like she would rather be somewhere else, you know.
She's not doing anything else. She shouldn't have stayed.
And that translates, you know, onto the screen to the viewers. You know, I could tell. I was like, well, she doesn't look like she's enjoying herself. But in all honesty, I watch because of Kevin. You know, he cracks me up every episode I watch when he's on. And it got to the point where like if it was Kevin gone and Olivia co-hosting with like some random
There was absolutely no reason to
guy
watch
from
it.
Heroes, I wouldn't watch it. You know, I like Olivia, but it's like Kevin made the show for me. And I don't know, I like Candice. People are way too hard on her, too judgmental, and just plain rude. I think she's going to be good for the show. I sadly can't watch it, so I just watch what they show online. And that's how I get my fix.
I like how you just shot your own teammate just now.
That's what I hate about Black Ops. It's like half the time, like you see somebody and their name doesn't pop up right away, so I just start shooting at them. And I can't tell you how many of my teammates have used the RC car.
Yeah.
They see me and they blow the car up because they think I'm a bad guy. I don't know. Treyarch needs to really patch some stuff, man. They need to fix the knife. They're saying they're not going to fix the knife. Have they played their own game?
They claim they fixed it in the version 1.01 patch.
The knife is still broken. People are still lunging. What I find is when you need the knife to work, it doesn't work. When you panic, the knife works. Does that ever happen to you?
Well, that's Call of Duty. Don't expect anything to work.
Yeah,
so you can always be surprised when it does work.
I'm pretty much gonna invest in Battlefield 2. I mean, like you play it sometimes and you have fun with it. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Yeah, I played the demo. The only thing I didn't like were the controls, because I'm so used to Call of Duty.
I think a control is like all around a better game than Call of Duty.
I'm just so used to the Call of Duty arcadey feel, you know, of the controls and all that. But I'm definitely gonna pick that up probably. I mean, it's cheap now for like the ultimate Uber Super Game of the Year edition. Well, that's the gameplay. That's the video. That's our commentary. I am Curious Golden Roy.
See you later, I'm Ryan.
This is Impulse Paradox.
I like how I said Ryan and not Impulse Paradox. I'm Impulse Paradox, aka Ryan.
We will see you guys, or talk to you guys later.
Bye!